What's going on, everybody? Simulation for the Nation here, and today you join me on Calmsden Farm version 1.2 early access as we test the update that will be coming to us in the middle of April as soon as we can get it through testing, and that Giants have released the precision farming mod. Oxygen David has been working hard on this map to ensure that all of the updates that were required from bugs and issues that we saw following the Giants' release of 1.3 have been resolved, and that the map itself is fully functioning. There's also some new great additions onto there as well, such as linseed, a brand new crop in here, a new GEO by Disturbed, who is able to allow us to convert the growing cycle into a more UK climate, which has worked really well. There's some new textures in there, there's some fixes, and there's a lot more to go with that as well, including a beautiful starry night as well. But that's not all we're looking at today. We're going to have a deep dive into what is happening with all the maps at the moment and what can we expect to come in the future. At time of writing here, there are about 12 farmable maps. Now, what I mean by farmable maps are there's a construction map on the Modhub as well, but 12 maps on the Modhub that you can download across all platforms and that you're able to complete and play the game in your own preferred style. One of which is currently in a British theme. The rest of them, there's a lot of European maps on there. There's the Old Stream map is on there, Old Stream Farm by Black Sheep Modern, of course. You've got No Man's Land by Alien Jim, Calmlands, a very similar theme, but also a great map for blank exploration. There's some, don't get me wrong, there are some nice maps on there, but there's a distinct lack of them at the moment, which is a little bit concerning when we think about the number of maps that we would expect to see. Perhaps some of those we'd want to see from some of our favorites from 19, Meadow Grove, for example, Lone Oak, Stone Valley Ranch, for just to name but a few there. You'd also expect to see something like West Newton, maybe some of MJ Modern's maps may make it onto there. From a British standpoint as well, Dusty Dave was making mods. GB Modern had some fantastic maps on the Mod Hub as well, all of which haven't made it through yet. And that got me thinking, why? Why are we not seeing these mods through? Is it just because these mappers have perhaps, lost their interest in mapping? Or is there more to it? I was asking a few of our well-known map creators just to understand what that looks like. And the answers vary, to be honest. We've seen map creators such as Peter716 and Greenland's map, which is a very, very good map, don't get me wrong. A map that I did a mod review for several weeks ago now, and we're just waiting for that. That is currently stuck pending testing there in the ever-increasing list of mods that are waiting to be tested there. I think at time of recording there, we're around about 18 business days until a mod that is submitted gets to the testing queue. So there's a really long time to get through those numbers there. So that is the first issue. There's a bottleneck, and that bottleneck isn't going anywhere anytime soon. A lot of mod creators are converting their mods across from 19, and they're going straight into the testing queue as well, which means that there is that backlog to get through. Now, I'm not sure how things are working in the Giants office side in terms of the QA department, but when we have new DLCs that are arriving perhaps there, and patch updates and content updates, that will take a little bit of testing as well. And I don't know if that takes away from the mod testing queue. One would have to assume that it would. Elsewhere as well, another issue that we have seen is the issues or the challenges that one may be presented with when converting the mod from 19 across to 22. I spoke with Oxygen David in my recent stream there, where he was saying that he does believe that the challenge from converting the mod from 19 to 22 is easier than that of converting the mod from 17 to 19, but the actual challenges that are remaining are a little bit trickier. Some things are a little bit challenging. Some of the features that you may have been able to include in 19 you may not be able to include in 22. I do believe that's where some of these modders are perhaps losing the interest in converting their mods, and it may be certainly delaying the process. GB Modern was looking to convert across his hit 6 Ashes and Attenham Park from 19, but all has dried up there. I did see in a recent Gamer Dragon stream over on Twitch there that he was losing interest in completing that process over there, and that may well be down to the fact that some of these conversions or some of the features he wants to include to realize that really fantastically detailed map in 19 may not be possible in 22. Other map makers like Greenbitter, who of course exploded onto the scene in the FS19 mod contest with Greenwich Valley, and then shortly after produced the Northern Coast two fantastically well detailed maps. Greenwich Valley was a real game changer in terms of expanding and fully filling out the 2x2 map area and really utilizing everything that you can to inhabit and make as much detail as possible in such a small area. These are all great maps that we've heard nothing about. Greenbelt is very silent, much as his way to do it, but there's been no word or whisper of a convert of a map across there, which could be a real shame. Oxygen David has also confirmed that none of his maps prior to FS22, so anything from 15, 17 and 19, will be converted across into FS22. Cheltenham Valley will not be coming across, Sandy Bay will not be coming across, Oakfield will not be coming over, anything. He is going to start again, which is great for us because, as we all know and love, Carmston Farm is a brilliant map, and he has invested a lot of time and effort into making this so. And it is with this that, of course, we have to expect the next map, Court Farms, is going to be released next year. That's right, in 2023. So with that being said, there's going to be so much detail in there and so many very well detailed mods and models and assets within inside that map, but you have to expect that that's going to take a long time. Much like his Frontier Designs partner Bullet Bill, who is slowly working on a new masterpiece. We haven't seen Bullet Bill around in a long time, but he has confirmed and even released screenshots of a new project that he's working on, but don't expect that one to come around any time soon. There is a lot of work to put into these maps, and the Frontier Design team in particular will invest a lot of time making sure everything is as close to perfect as it can be before it is released. And finally, on top of that as well, there are several updates coming through from Giants that do mean that many different features or many different details within the map may be adjusted or may not work. So then, like Oxy has had to, we are releasing version 1.2 of Carmston soon because there are issues that have to be fixed. All of these things add in and snowball into more and more delays, really. And it's with that the quality of mods or maps that will be coming to the Modhub, therefore all platforms, will be reduced. Now, there are many very hotly anticipated British styled maps that we are still waiting to see exactly what's happening. Tom Pemberton's Farm Life, for example, the map was supposed to be coming in FS19 by MJ Modding. However, he did start to lose interest in the production, and as that delay increased, we got very closer to FS22. Now, there have been a lot of people who believe that this map is coming, and it is in a FS22 format, I've been told. However, let's not forget that halfway through the production of that map and all the hand-built model of the farm, Tom Pemberton in real life decided to go and rebuild his entire farmyard and extend the whole farm and the silage pits there, none of which has been included into the original map. So that would all have to be restyled there. Other map creators such as Nathan6930 is choosing to work on smaller projects at the moment rather than the big behemoth that will be Meadow Grove. I'm sure that will arrive within time, but that map is huge. And there's an awful lot of assets in there to have to convert across. The texture system is going to be different in there as well. Some of those models will probably need to be rebuilt for them to be able to be fully transferred over. Lancy Boy is currently working on a British style farm building pack. He has some maps out there that he may will want to convert over, some really good maps from FS19 as well. Like I say, Stone Valley was one. This American Life was another one. We had This Is Island and Charwell to go on as well. But they're not being converted across at this time. And even if they were, ready to go tomorrow, there's still about a month's wait list to get this through tested. Realistically, we're looking at 18 days or thereabouts from submission to testing, 18 business days. So that's 3.5 weeks before it goes through, assuming that it passes first time around as well. Now, Peter716 has a phenomenally good map in Greenlands that is ready to roll, but again, we need to see that go through testing. Not that I think there'll be any problem with it going through there, it has not been processed yet and is still stuck waiting. So hopefully this week we might see some movement on that, and I wish and I hope that that is indeed the case. But right now it is slim pickings. There are other maps out there that have been released unofficially, but what that does mean, of course, is yes, you may be able to download it if you're on PC from somewhere like King Mods or from Simply Safe Mods or anywhere else. It's not coming to console anytime soon unless it's on the Modhub there. So, and of course, to get it onto Modhub requires an awful lot more adjustments and also collaboration with Giants to make sure that it can go on there without failing against any of the licensing. All of which means, of course, that for us, we're going to be waiting that little bit longer. Now, of course, I would love to think that we're going to have a mod contest coming up soon. We usually have one within the first spring of the launch. And if we do, perhaps there are going to be some maps that are ready to go for that as well. Now, I haven't heard of anything. Admittedly, I don't really follow too closely with the Facebook groups to see how that's going. I do know a few different map creators from 19 have had mods in conversion in different stages, and they have been going on for quite a lot of time, and we still haven't seen them progress as far as the mod hub. I hope that we see some other maps coming through soon from some iconic European and American map creators there. The American map community, by the way, are churning out the maps, but they're just not coming onto the mod hub. They are far and far away on other either Facebook sites or on ModHub US or wherever they may be. They're just not making it across. There's a large number of maps available on King mods again, but like I say, they're on King's mods because they can't get through the Giants testing, be it through the delay or be it because of the quality. So we're missing a few opportunities there indeed. There is only one British map really at the moment, and it's a fictional map by the name of Maple, which does look good. I can't personally get into it. It's not quite fit my style. Some people love it though, and that's great that it's out there. But again, for the console community out there, we're stuck waiting. Now, with that being said, I would love to hear what your thoughts are on this. Do you know of any good maps that are just coming around the corner? Is there anything in particular you're desperately looking for and wishing that we can get coming through? There are a few maps that I know we're going to be waiting a long time for, and I know that when they do arrive, it's going to be well and truly worth it. But we'll have to sit tight and wait for those. Right now, though, we're going to just sit back and we're going to continue to play a bit of Calmsden Farm here. Hopefully, Greenlands will be with us very shortly as well. And I'm still rolling along with Hot Belleron because that is a map that I continually find my attention being pulled back to. So we're going to keep rolling through with that. Let me know what you're playing on as always there. If you've liked this, then hit that thumbs up button. If you have anything else you'd like to add, drop a comment down below. Subscribe if you're new, and we'll see you all in the next one. Catch you later.